Why can a simple argument about which way to hang toilet paper escalate into a week-long Cold War? It feels trivial, but it can be a tiny window into the architecture of intractable conflicts. A disagreement becomes impossible to solve not because of the subject, but because the subject has become attached to something deep inside our mental operating system. Something non-negotiable, a hidden anchor holding the argument in place. Researchers call these sacred values. They aren't necessarily religious. They are beliefs we hold as absolute truths, completely divorced from practical utility. A sacred value could be unyielding loyalty to a sports team, a political ideology, or a principle like absolute free speech. When someone challenges this, they aren't just questioning an opinion, they are attacking a piece of your identity. This is why trying to offer a practical compromise often backfires. Imagine offering a devoted fan money to switch teams. The offer isn't just rejected, it's perceived as a deep insult. It suggests their belief is a commodity that can be bought or sold. This transforms a simple disagreement into a defense of one's personal integrity, making resolution feel like surrender. Think of your beliefs not as a list of facts, but as a complex three-dimensional structure in your mind. Some beliefs are on the surface, easy to change, like your favorite type of pizza. But others are foundational, like the columns holding up a massive building. Sacred values are these load-bearing columns. Any threat to them feels like a threat to your entire mental stability. An impossible argument, then, isn't two people trying to trade loose bricks from their walls. It's two architects, each standing inside their own unique building, trying to convince the other that their fundamental design is flawed. One argues for arches, while the other argues for right angles. The argument isn't about which is better. It's a clash between two entirely different, self-contained systems of logic. Over time, the conflict itself can become a part of this mental architecture. For groups locked in decades-long struggles, their opposition to the other side becomes a defining feature of their identity. Grandparents tell stories of the conflict. Songs are written about it. Heroes are made from it. The conflict is no longer just an external problem to be solved. It's a crucial internal component of who they are. In these situations, to solve the conflict in a traditional sense could feel like erasing a part of themselves. The idea of peace or compromise might not feel like relief, but like a profound loss of identity and purpose. The struggle provides meaning, and its absence could create a vacuum. Who are we without our enemy? So, what happens when you present someone with perfect, irrefutable data that contradicts one of their core beliefs? Instead of changing their mind, you can trigger the backfire effect. The contradictory evidence is perceived not as information, but as an attack. The brain's defense mechanisms engage, and it doubles down, strengthening the original belief. The act of trying to destroy the column makes the concrete stronger. This isn't just emotional stubbornness. It's a feature of how expertise works. As we become experts on a topic, even if that topic is why my side is right, our neural pathways become incredibly efficient. This efficiency creates deep mental grooves, making it difficult to think outside of them. This is cognitive entrenchment. The conflict isn't impossible because of a lack of information, but because the participants are too expert in their own narratives to see any other possibility. This is why some conflicts seem impossible. They aren't arguments about facts. They are collisions of identity. They are complex systems that reinforce themselves. The resolution may not lie in finding a middle ground on the original point of contention. Perhaps it lies in finding a new, shared value so important it can build a bridge between the two separate structures, creating a new, more complex and shared geometry of belief.
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.